And it has been a very difficult offensive afternoon so far for Wayne State. It'll be Kurt Butterbaugh to do the kicking off as he converted his 24th out of 27th point after touchdown. And as we were mentioning earlier today, quite an achievement. The footing is almost non-existent. You really can't power into the ball. As he falls down on the kick, comes to one of the up man, who wisely takes it out of bounds. Didn't want to get his uniform dirty. And that was number 82, Steve Zayakowski. And he happily accepts the short kickoff and takes it out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Wayne State. So excellent field position as Butterbaugh slips, trying to make the kickoff to restart the game.
And this offense has to get a couple of first downs. Last week against Tech, and it was inclement weather up there, Pete, but they only got 13 first downs the whole game. Now, you can't leave your defense on the field the whole game, so it's essential that they start moving these sticks a little bit.
All right, 4 wideouts, and a bit of a new look for Wayne State as they'll go out of the shotgun. Frederick rainbows deep down the left side, and that one carried out of bounds, intended for Zayakowski on the far side, but the wind carried that one out of bounds, and so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And it seems like that's been some of Andy's problems this year, that he determines during the snap who he's throwing the football to instead of reading the defenses. That time the receiver was out of bounds for 15 yards. You can't throw the ball right. You can't throw that guy.
Once again, 4 wideouts, no setbacks, so there's no questioning what's going to happen. And this one overthrown and very nearly picked off by the interception leader for Northern Michigan, Brian Pinks, number 32.
Should have been intercepted.
Should have been intercepted right in his hands. Take a look at it one more time, and that time Anthony Frederick just rears back and fires. Not exactly sure where.
Well, right here, he's going to the tight end. That time, number 90, Mike Radke. A little overthrown.
3rd down and 10 for Wayne State. Bit of a high snap over the middle, and that one almost intercepted as it was behind Chad Bush and very nearly intercepted in the middle of the field. I believe that was Jovan DeWitt who got a hand on it, and he certainly wasn't expecting it. So a very, very quick 3 and out for Wayne State as they go to the shotgun and pick up no yards. Jason Webster, number 13, will be back deep to punt. And I believe that's Brian Pinks who will be back to return the punt for Northern Michigan.
And here they come.
And a high snap. And a good tumbling kick that'll chase Pinks back to the 15. Pinks juking to the right, a block and an illegal block at that, so this is going to be wiped out. Pinks goes out of bounds at the 25. But once again, Northern Michigan will be pushed back on the illegal block. It was Matt Branch, number 21, a little over anxious with probably a block in the back. We will tell you what the result of the penalty is after we come back. 12:30 to play in quarter number 2. Wayne State trails Northern Michigan 7-0.
Waiting for the ultimate chicken finger food? Try new Colonel's Crispy Strips from KFC. Juicy, all-white meat chicken, freshly prepared with our special extra tasty crispy recipe. New Colonel's Crispy Strips are good enough to be a meal, so eat them with a knife and fork, if you can wait that long.
Everybody needs a little KFC.
And for a mealtime treat, bring home 3 Colonel's Crispy Strips, mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw and a biscuit, all for just $2.99.
Good.
And following the illegal block penalty against Northern Michigan, ball goes back to the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for Northern Michigan at that point. And the injury list is a long one. We had Rich Thompson, the sports information director here at Wayne State, draw one up. Arnie Gillard, he was the tailback, the sophomore tailback, held an awful lot of promise, has missed 6 games, right ankle sprain and a quad strain, so he's not playing today. And he lists a very long list, and we'll get to that as the game wears on. Ford, the handoff to Stoner. Stoner trying to pick his way on the right side, but he's dragged down by Todd Burgess, the corner. Excellent run support from the secondary that time as the defensive line held up Stoner long enough to let the rest of the cavalry arrive. You also had Marty Wayman, who is playing today. He missed 3 games with a hamstring strain, playing in the offensive backfield. James Brown with a shoulder sprain was a very good running back prospect early. Derek Lindsey on the defensive line lost a couple of games to an ankle sprain. So a lot of injuries for Coach Dominic Lividotti. Garland comes in motion to the near side on 2nd down. Horde on a roll as the Sun trying to break through here in Detroit, and Horde will tuck it under and dive to the 16-yard line. So a pickup of 3, make it 3rd down and 7 here, and once again skip another big play for Wayne State if they can hold Northern Michigan here.
Well, this is a great job. This is a coverage sack, making Matt Horde eat the ball and run, see how much yardage he could get. He can't find anybody. Look at this. He's trying to fake. He's trying to do this. Finally, he decides to get down before he gets hurt.
Not a bad idea.
No, sir.
And Northern would be punting into the wind. So key down now for Wayne State here. Ford, short drop, feels pressure, dumps it over the middle, intended for his tight end, Bredesen. Incomplete, and so Northern will be forced to punt into the wind. Excellent defensive stand by Wayne State. Pressure that time being applied by Gary Rutan.
This wind's changing here.
Now it's blowing left to right. It was blowing right-left in the first quarter. So Wayne State actually now having the advantage of the wind in both quarters.
Exactly.
But they trail here 7-0. Matt Latour to do the punting. Good snap. And that goes nowhere. And rolls dead on the 30-yard line of Northern Michigan. So a very, very short field for the Tartars as they come out here. 10:48 to play in the second. 14-yard punt. And into the wind, that might be a bit of an accomplishment. But take a look at this.
Well, it's a good snap right there. Secures the ball. He seems to get a good foot into it, but there's wind. Just knocks it down.
So 1st and 10, Wayne State. Anthony Frederick is the quarterback from the offset eye. The handoff, Chad Bush trying to pick his way. Now gets to the outside, inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. So pickup of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down at about 5, and a good effective running play for Wayne State. Now you take a look at the American flag as it has turned directions. The wind has turned direction. The flag is still in the same place, but you get the idea. The wind is swirling, and the rain has stopped for the moment. But wind still playing a factor here.
And cold.
And cold. The temperature is dropping in Detroit, in case you haven't noticed. So throw another log on the fire. Hand off to Earl Reese, the fullback, battling his way forward. As the line to make is the 20. He'll come up about 1.5 yards short. Interesting, Skip, what Wayne State has done last offensive series. 4 or 3 tries out of the shotgun, no yards. They go back to running the football.
Well, I think they do this, Pete, because you're on the 30, you're in 4-down territory already, so let's see what your offensive line can do right now. You know, it's a great encouragement to these guys that they got field position right now at the defense. Nice stand down here.
And the handoff goes to Arnie Gillard. We were just talking about him, and he dives across the 20, and that should be yardage for a Wayne State 1st down. So Arnie Gillard, who wasn't even on the 2 deeps, we weren't even sure that he would play because of that quad strain that he suffered against Grand Valley State, comes into the ball game and promptly dives for the 1st down.
Knows where he has to go and goes and gets it.
So Wayne State chalks up a first down here, trying to build on it. And with the wind, it might be a good time for a play action
Play
pass.
action. All right, Coach.
Radke goes in motion to the left. The tight end, and they'll run that way with Gillard. Blockers on the corner. Gillard run out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Doesn't seem like the footing's that bad down in that end of the field that time.
It doesn't look very good, but we don't see players really slipping and sliding, and that's really a credit to the Wayne State athletic staff. That they've kept the field in decent shape in the face of an awful lot of bad weather lately.
And there's the assistant coach, and Dominic Lividotti's right behind him in the yellow shirt. The head coach, first year head coach of Wayne State.
Make it 2nd down and 6. And a quick hitter to Gillard, and Gillard diving forward to about the 11. He'll be near another Wayne State first down. See where they mark it.
And just as you predicted, this weather has come into great effect into this football game. Does a nice job letting the blockers take care of business, finds the hole, and gets up into it.
Gillard takes it to the 12.
He's cute. He's got that quick step, Pete, and it seems to be very effective on his field.
Well, last year, everybody here at Wayne State was very high on Arnie Gillard as a successor to Joe Goff. Radke once again in motion on 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Earl Reese. He's near the first down at the 10, but a flag thrown into the pile by the umpire. So we'll have to hang on and check the penalty here with 8:12 to play in the first half. Illegal procedure is the call. And so once again, Skip, and we saw this in the earlier game we broadcast with Indianapolis.
Shoot yourself right in the foot right now. He comes inside. It's right on the guard, the center of the tackle, center of the guards, excuse me, right down. And it's very hard to see. Don't see anything. Nobody's bobbing. And I don't know if I like that call. I don't like that call at all. You look for maybe a hand or a head bob or something, or even the wind right now, folks. When you're down a 3-point stand, the wind can blow you, which would cause you to move.
3rd down from the 17. Frederick, little lob here, and Radke can't handle it.
And he's got to pay attention down here. That was almost a lateral, and he has to get on this ball, being a little too nonchalant here.
Yep, ball thrown behind him by Anthony Frederick.
Right now he's having trouble getting the ball from center. As we see this here, now we can see it right into his hands. Looks at his hands. Better get down on that football, son.
And it is going to be Matt Fishburne attempting a 35-yard field goal. Nate Bush will hold. Between 30 and 39, Fishburne 5 of 6 on the season, trying to get Wayne State on the board. Snap bobbled by Bush. He's going to have to try and make something out of it. On the roll, trying to direct for a receiver. He's going to run down the near sideline, dives out at the 10.
It's close.
And he will be very, very close to a Wayne State first down.
You know something? You're Northern Michigan, Pete. You're Northern Michigan. A guy sets up for a 35-year field goal with the wind, the rain. Who are you fooling here? Well, how silly are these Northern people? I mean, this defense, the guy got to be yelling out, fake, fake.
That was Skip Mackholtz that said that.
I mean, come on here.
But it was a bobbled snap. I don't think that was a fake, quite honestly. And Bush carries it out of bounds at the 10, make it the 9. 1st and goal from the 9.
I don't care if it was even a fake. You don't even rush the guy. Let him kick it.
All right, Coach. 1st and goal, Wayne State trying to tie this thing up in the 2nd quarter. Handoff Gillard straight ahead to the 5. It'll be 2nd down and goal from there.
I don't want to say this is a drive here, but it has been a good experience for the offensive line. The backs get this young guy in here, a guy who's played the position of tailback, and all of a sudden you get a better feel, and the blockers get a better feel, and all of a sudden we move the stakes a couple of times, and you get a little big mold behind you.
Well, this is what we talked about.
Yes.
On paper, an excellent offense for Northern Michigan. And a defense that a bit suspect for Wayne State, yet it's 7-0, and Wayne State trying to tie it at 7. Batke, the tight end, in motion to the left. Handoff to Reese, big hole, he dashes forward and into the end zone for the Wayne State touchdown. Earl Reese with his second touchdown of the season on the ground.
And you don't think these guys are excited right here. Senior day right now, last game for a lot of these guys, and right now they're doing an excellent job up front. This is just a fullback, base blocking right up front. Nothing fancy, man on man. Look at the job. This hole's big. I could have got through that one.
Probably.